feels like fall. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys, so if you are a returning viewer, then welcome back. I post like cozy lifestyle content, a good amount of books sprinkled in there as well. And something that I feel is important to know about me is that fall and Halloween are my favorite time of year. So this is gonna be the first of hopefully mini fall vlogs on my channel this year. However, I feel like I wanted to kick it off with a little bit of a reset. To be fully transparent with you guys, this is like the 4th time I'm filming this intro and the reset has already been completed at this point. So I don't want this intro to be too long because we have a lot of resetting to get into. But essentially, I just kind of wanted this to be a casual, like refresh, rebrand for my whole life, I guess, before going into fall, going into my favorite season. I just feel like we need to redo this year. So there was a good amount of stuff that I wanted to take care of so that I could go into fall feeling like I was gonna say the best version of myself. I feel like that sounds really cheesy, but I don't know, for lack of a better term, the best version of myself. So for this reset, you can mainly expect like a good amount of cleaning out. That I feel like is the general overarching task that I've been putting off and avoiding for the past few months, particularly my closet clean out. So you'll see that in this video. I have a couple of like home apartment updates with new furniture, reorganization, that kind of thing. And then also my favorite part of any reset, which is vision boarding. And so you guys will see like my whole process of how I do that, which I think is really fun. I will say that I had initially planned to do like more activities in this video, and then it was just getting too long. So some of the more fun fall related activities that I had initially planned for this video are going to actually be in vlogs that are coming very soon to this channel. So make sure you're staying tuned for that. Subscribe, post notifications, all of that. If you're not following on TikTok and Instagram, I do already have a ton of fall content up on both of those. So yeah, thank you guys for coming with me for this fall rebrand. It was truly a journey. I think I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's just get into it. I have been avoiding this entire bar area for like months. Okay, not really, probably like weeks, but it feels like months. This bar just never stays clean because it is sort of just like a random spot in the apartment where obviously like things would tend to get thrown here. This is like where you would put something. And guys, like it's driving me nuts. So I need to clean what I can of this out. I'll show you guys what we're working with. Okay, this is what we are working with as of right now. I have this very gorgeous, beautiful road box that I just have been keeping for some reason. I just don't think that I'm gonna have a use for that box, you know? Okay, so first thing on the agenda for this rebrand is to move my desk over here. I'll show you guys where we are because I feel like I never like film in this spot or anything. Basically, we just have this like corner of our apartment that is not really fully a room. I think it's like where the dining table would go if we had a dining table, but obviously we don't. So it is housing all of my bookshelves at the moment. And we technically do have an office in this apartment. We have a second bedroom that we're using as an office, but my boyfriend and I both work from home. Both of our desks are in there, and realistically, he just kind of needs like an actual room more than I do to do work because he takes a lot of meetings and has to like work at a desktop, like at an actual desk all day. Whereas like obviously with doing content creation, like you're filming in lots of different places, and then maybe you have like one place that you sit down to edit or like emails or whatever. The way we have it set up right now in the office, which is like kind of the way that we have to have it set up, is that our desks are back to back. So if he were like on a meeting or I were on a meeting, we would see each other in the background, and it's just really not like an ideal setup. So basically, with all of that said, I want to move my desk out here. Since it's in there right now, I just like don't tend to go in there during the day. Obviously, first of all, like I said, because he's working, I don't want to disturb him. I could go in there, but I feel like it's something that I normally just like don't even like consciously think about. It's more so I'm just like don't think to go in there. I don't know. And I think a lot of it is because the lighting is absolutely like horrific and awful in there. It's literally just like a dark den with like a sliver of a window and then a really weak light that's really high up in the ceiling, so it doesn't produce a lot of light. And I need to be somewhere with more light, such as out here. So that's my reasoning for moving the desk. I just feel like I will sit at it so much more if it's out here. And previously, what I've been doing when I need to like work at a surface is I've just been working on our kitchen counter. And even though it's literally just gonna be like 10 feet from the kitchen counter, I feel like it'll just be helpful for my brain to have that separation of like, this is like my office instead of just working in my kitchen, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be like as aesthetically pleasing out here after I put the desk out here, which I think honestly is like why I've been putting off doing this. But you know what? It just needs to happen. It's gonna be much more practical and maybe it'll look really cute. I don't know. My fear is just that it's gonna look really cluttered out here, but I'm gonna try to minimize the clutter as much as possible. So we shall see. I don't know. I'll show you guys where my desk is right now. It's very cluttered in there. So just keep that in mind, that it's basically like where I throw anything that I just don't want to deal with, which is also a problem. I feel like I will keep my workspace much cleaner since it's out in the open and I can't just like close the door to the room that it's in because there's no door. So this is the office. There's Ethan. So obviously, like I said, they're back to back right now. It looks much brighter in here than it actually really is in person. This camera is doing it justice. And obviously there's a lamp, but it's really giving like dungeon. So yeah, my fear is like, obviously it's pretty cluttered right now. Like not to even mention like my dog's crate. Like this is just, don't even look over here. Like I need to like blur it out. But obviously my desk itself, pretty cluttered. I've just been throwing stuff on there. So I'm gonna have to make a real conscious effort to not have it like that. I just like hate, like sometimes I come in here and I'm like, oh, this could be like a great space that I like used all the time. I'm having second thoughts about moving it, but I never come in here. I don't think I'm gonna start. Like even like I cleaned it up and like organized it like really well a few months ago. And I thought that I was gonna come in here every day and like the problem was just that it wasn't organized. And then I just like completely stopped using it. I'm stressed. Obviously. Okay, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna have, if I hate it, I can move it back, right?
Right.
You'll help me?
I'll help you.
You'll help me and you won't be mad?
I won't be mad.
Okay. I can move it. No, why am I so like nervous? I don't like changing things. I'm nervous I'm gonna hate it, but it's not permanent. This is stupid. Okay. We're moving the desk.
We're actually locking you into a 9-month lease out there, so.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, the first thing that has to happen though is these bookshelves need to come over that way a little bit. It's actually kind of perfect because obviously here they are and then there's just this like spot down here that I think if we push them up against there, they should like fit perfectly right there and just be like kind of flush against the wall. That's the goal. So I don't know. We're gonna try it and see. Less weird, I feel like, if I had another one of these shelves like right there. I don't know what to do.
What do you want to do? What else is your way to tell you? Let's keep moving stuff till it works. What else are you gonna move?
I need to stop. Okay, I owe you guys a desk update. It's been several days, so I've had time to kind of process and digest this change that I made. For some reason, like even ever since I was a little kid, anytime I would like move furniture around, it would just really freak me out. And I would always hate it at first. And then like 50% of the time I would hate it and move it back. And then the other 50% of the time I love it. And thankfully, this is one of the times where I love it. I'm so glad that I finally did this. I can actually say since I've had it set up for a few days, I've been able to kind of test it out and I am sitting at my desk way more. So first I'll show you the bookshelves because these just kind of got moved as a result of me wanting to put the desk here because they used to be in this corner. And I really like how they look on this wall. I think they just look a lot better like in a row together. And I feel like because there is this indent right here, they almost kind of look like built-ins, like not fully because they don't fully line up. But I mean, it's pretty close. The only thing I'm thinking about changing over here is maybe taking this out. The reason it doesn't match up here is because IKEA for the longest time was out of the like extension pieces for this skinny shelf. And they actually look like they're back in stock right now. And I was considering getting it, but I think I haven't measured yet. So let me say that. But I think that if I were to take this one out, I would maybe be able to perfectly fit another one of this size one right there, which would just be perfect. I feel like I can't pass up on that opportunity because then I feel like they really would be giving the built-in vibe. I also would love to get one more set of extenders across the top since we do have the ceiling space for it, and I just think that it would look really cool. However, I would have to move some books around, so I don't know. It's not currently necessary space-wise, but it would look cool. Okay, and then here's the actual desk setup itself. It's really nothing special. I just moved everything that was in the other room into here, and I rolled the rug up because honestly, someone has been pulling at the rug for the past few months and it just doesn't look very good anymore, unfortunately. And also it is this like dark teal color, which I think is really pretty, but for some reason it just was like not working very well in this corner. It was really like darkening things up over here, which obviously like, yes, it's a dark color, but it just didn't look right, basically, for lack of a better word. So I don't know, maybe I'll get a new rug over here. Maybe I won't. I do think the space could use a rug. However, it's not my top priority right now. Anyway, desk setup wise, I have Margot's little house over here. Obviously, she likes this corner. My lamp, I do wish that I could find some taller floor lamps because they just look a little bit ridiculous in this room with these really high ceilings, but it is what it is for now. So what I'm about to do is build this little drawer set. Like I guess it's a dresser technically. That is gonna go where this table is. This table is like, I think it's actually called like a medical table because it can like slide under the bed and be a table for you to use in bed, which has been really nice. I do love this table. However, I got the large size of it and it's just like bigger than what I need for if I'm doing a hobby in bed. Like if I'm coloring in bed, I don't need this like gigantic table. So I think I might try to sell or donate this and then eventually like maybe I'll get a smaller size. I definitely should have measured before I bought this table, like let's be real, but it's one of those things. It happened, I have it, so need to figure out how to use the space. And also I'm just excited like to have something else in the bedroom because I feel like, I mean obviously I know this corner looks cluttered, but especially like when it's clean, which is of course ideal, it just like, I don't know, this bedroom is giving like a whole lot of white wall. Yeah, that was a lot of explanation. I am going to build the drawer set that we got for this now. Hopefully it's not going to take me very long, so let's go do that. Start my closet clean out, and I feel like the way that's going to be the easiest for me to do this is to move some of the stuff that like no longer fits in the drawer like sets that I have in my closet into this dresser. I'm thinking that I'm gonna put my pajamas in one of these drawers because the drawer that I have them in right now, like they literally, well, A, I need to get rid of some of them, but B, they won't all fit. It's a pretty small drawer, honestly. I feel like I just kind of put them there like temporarily when I moved, which seems to be a theme of like a lot of things in my apartment, and I was planning on finding a better solution at some point, and then now here we are like almost a year later. Yeah, I don't know if that order is gonna make the most sense to watch as a viewer. I feel like it would make more sense to watch me clean everything out and then put things in here. Like I would like to get some of the stuff that it's all over the floor of my closet removed so that I have like room to stand in there, and that is going to happen via me relocating things to this dresser. Also, I ordered a dimmable color changing light bulb for this lamp because it is bright as hell in here. I really do do like that it can get this bright, but this is like really bright. Also, I feel like I should say that it's the same day that I built this that you guys just saw. I just changed because I had to film something, but I haven't left the apartment as usual. We're back for closet clean out day 2. I didn't actually start cleaning out my closet the last time you saw me, which was last night. I got into organizing this drawer set that you guys saw me build. So I will show you guys what I put in here and like where it came from in the closet. But holy shit, first I feel like, I don't know. I think this camera like puts like a blurring effect on my face, which I don't know why or like how to turn that off. But I feel so dry. So this is very random. This is not like an ad or anything, but I have been loving this stuff. Also, this IKEA lamp that I put in yesterday is so fucking bright, so just bear with me. I ordered a dimmable bulb to go in here. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like it can be dimmed. It looks like it's just on or off. But okay, that is beside the point. I'm procrastinating. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the state of my closet right now, which just, I don't know. I guess it's not that bad. Maybe you're gonna be like, yes it is. This is like what we are working with, and then I have like these shelves. I have more stuff over here, so just, yeah. It is a very big closet, and I know that, like it's a lot of space, so by no means am I trying to say that it's not big enough or not enough space. And I'm not really out of space in this closet. Like there's still a significant amount of room on all of the rods for more hangers, but I ran out of hangers the other day and I was like, okay, this is like, I'm not buying more hangers. I just simply don't need that many clothes. So this is a sign that we do need to clean out, which I was planning on doing already. But basically I have these 2 drawer sets on either side from the Container Store, which I have been using for like a variety of items. So what I did last night was clean out this bottom drawer on this one because that's where all of my matching pajama sets were. I didn't get all of them in the dresser. I still have some that I need to move, but for the most part, oh my god, that like closed so hard. For the most part, that's empty. And then this top one over here had leggings in it, and I moved those to the top drawer in the other dresser, which you'll see. So now I think my goal is just gonna be like moving some of this shit off of the floor so that I actually have like space to do things. That would be nice. I don't really know exactly like how in depth I'm gonna go today. I don't think I'm gonna look at every single item just because, to be quite honest with you, I don't really have the time, and my main goal is just to create more space, not to like weed out every single like sock that I don't wear on a regular basis. I'm gonna start with sweatshirts and sweatpants. I also don't think I'm gonna try things on. Okay. Trying them on over my leggings because I'm not taking my leggings off. Okay, keeping these. Okay, I'm getting rid of 2 pairs of sweatpants, which I think is pretty good. I had 6 pairs total, which, I don't know, I feel like some people are gonna be like, you're crazy, but to me, like, that's like not that many, so I'm getting rid of 2 of them. Okay, I'm happy to report that they all fit on one shelf now, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now I have a mostly empty shelf. Okay, now we are tackling sweaters that are up here. I have worn this H&M sweater every winter for probably 4 or 5 years now, and this is hard. This is like the first time I've considered getting rid of it. It is so itchy and uncomfortable, if I'm being honest, but I do still really like it. As far as sweaters up on that shelf, I am getting rid of 5 of them. Here is that stack. And then I'm gonna go through the ones on this hanging shelf. In theory, the ones that I put on this shelf are like ones that I wear more, so they were like easier for me to reach for, but I don't know, there might be some that need to go in here as well. Okay, actually, in a shocking twist, I'm keeping all of these. I mean, I guess it's really not that surprising because these are down here because they're like my preferred sweaters. And honestly, looking at these, I wore every single one of these like multiple times last fall and winter, and I think I still would, so I don't really see like a need to get rid of any of these. I think though that now there's probably room for me to just go ahead and add in the ones that were up there, but I have got to get some more empty hangers actually before I can do that. So let's move up here. Okay, jackets. Some of this stuff I feel like I will know more like once we actually get into the weather that is time for me to wear jackets. Right now I'm like, I don't know, it's almost like hard for me to think about which ones I would wear because it's not even like it's 80 degrees outside, you know what I mean? This pullover from Free People, I don't know if you guys can like see that, has literally like my cost per wear on this has to be like under a cent. Like I've had this for years. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. I love it. Okay, and then back here we just have like more puffer rain jackets. I could actually move my black puffer back here. Okay, so not a lot of cuts over here. I'm getting rid of 5 like long sleeve shirts. Okay, time for short sleeves, tank tops, and I probably won't get rid of any long sleeve workout tops, but it's an option. Getting rid of 10 tank tops and short sleeve, no, 11 actually. I dropped one. 11 tanks and short sleeves. Okay, I feel like I weeded out my jeans like fairly recently, but we can look again. I know that I already had pulled a pair of like skinny ripped jeans the other week that I was like, what is going on here? Those are in here. This is crazy. Okay, I had 3 contenders for pairs of jeans to get rid of, and unfortunately, I tried them all on, and I'm not getting rid of any of them because I like them. They are all Levi's, which I just have a complicated relationship with Levi's. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, these are the most flattering jeans on me, and sometimes I'm like, that is god-awful. Like, don't let me outside. I'm only getting rid of 1 pair of jeans, but I am getting rid of this long jean skirt, which I think is so cute, but I got this like summer of 2023, and I've literally, I think, worn it one time. It just, at least for me, is not like a practical everyday item, and I've kept it because I'm like, well, maybe I'll wear it to a concert, and then it's like, I'm not going to concerts. I'm getting rid of this pair of Free People pants, which were very much an impulse purchase. Not a good one, so that's unfortunate. 3 items total off that shelf. Okay, I'm not going through this drawer set on the right because I've actually been through it like fairly recently. I will, however, go through this one. That's not the right, that's the left. I will, however, go through the one that's actually on the right. Look how many free hangers I've created though. We're gonna have space to hang things up, people. Okay, this is like my sports bras and like workout tanks. And it is literally so full. This one has to be weeded out because there's just too much in here. Okay, I am keeping a lot of them because, to be quite honest with you guys, I don't really wear real bras like hardly ever. This is the pile that I'm keeping, and this is stuff that I wear like literally every day. This is my no pile, and then I have a maybe. Okay, I'm getting rid of 9 like sports bras and tank tops. They're mostly tank tops actually. This is what this drawer is looking like now, which is like a significant improvement from the lack of organization before. Okay, these bottom 2 drawers are like workout pants and lounge pants and shorts kind of is the category, which I've also been through this drawer like pretty recently, so I don't know what we're gonna find, but we will see. Okay, this is a pajama set, so that needs to go on my dresser. Unfortunately, I do think that we already have some candidates for try on. So, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, these have already been gone through pretty recently. I need to try on 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 pairs of pants. One of them is actually shorts, but 5 pairs of pants, 1 pair of shorts, because otherwise I'm not really seeing anything that could be gotten rid of. I think there are a few things that I'm gonna move to my dresser and that'll free up some more space in here. But yeah, I gotta try these on to know. Okay, out of the 6 pairs that I just tried on, I'm just gonna get rid of one. I'm getting rid of these black Lululemon joggers because they are too long on me. Okay, and here's the pile that I was able to clean out today. I'm honestly pretty happy with this. Like, looking at all of this, I'm like, yeah, this was definitely taking up a good amount of space in my closet. And it's really all stuff that I haven't worn in a really long time anyway and don't foresee myself wearing again. So I think what I'm gonna do is take most of it to Uptown Cheapskate, which I don't know if those are everywhere, but it's like a secondhand store that will pay you for your clothes. And then I believe anything that they don't take, they will donate, which is what I would do with it anyway, so that's nice. I am going to try to package all of this up and consolidate it into bags to bring to them. Okay, all of this stuff is stuff I'm gonna wash. I am gonna bleach some of these whites just because honestly I think that they might pay me a little bit more for them if they look like newer and nicer. That's the plan now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my closet clean out. And like I said, I might relocate a few things into this dresser, but I think that's all I'm gonna do for today because I'm like closeted out. I'm done. We've reached the vision boarding segment of this fall rebrand, which is obviously exciting because this is like objectively the most fun part. So I'm gonna show you guys like what I normally do. I'm actually gonna make this one specifically a September vision board, which I know we're already a week into September. This rebrand has taken me longer to complete than I had hoped initially, but that's okay, we're sticking with it. So at the beginning of the year, I had started making these vision boards that were in like this particular style, and obviously they had the month on them, and then I did one for sure for February and I think for maybe like 1 or 2 other months this year, and they normally go in my Notion under my like monthly goals section. So this is the February one, obviously, and I want to make one again in the same style. So what I do is I have a Pinterest board that has like all of my monthly vision boards in it, and I've already started on September's, but basically I will just like pin a bunch of stuff. I mean, I try to be intentional about it. I'm not just like, you know, pinning willy-nilly. Anything that inspires me or feels relevant to the current month or the month ahead, I will pin, and then I take the images from that board and then put them in Canva and actually like make the vision board that I just showed you guys with the text on it. So that is what I'm doing right now. As I showed you, I already have some stuff on my September one because I just couldn't resist, but I do think that I need more, specifically maybe like quotes. So that is what we're gonna work on right now, is just getting more images for me to put on the board. 42 pins on the September vision board now, so I feel like that's enough. This is the vibe that we are going with. And I'm about to go onto Canva on my desktop. And I'm just gonna copy one of the previous ones that I made because I want it to be like the same size and the same font and everything. And then it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna copy all of the photos that I put on my September vision board and then paste them onto the Canva document. I don't know why I'm overthinking that. And then I'll like play around and arrange them and stuff. But honestly, it's really nothing too crazy. I finished my September vision board. As you guys saw, I will put it on screen. This is probably one of the more detailed ones that I've done. I feel like I normally don't do this many photos. Like I usually just have like 2 layers of photos, and this one had 3. And then I was getting really into like cutting some of them out so that they could be like kind of 3D like layered, if you know what I mean. I don't really feel like I have a lot of insane goals for this month. I'm really just trying to appreciate that it's fall and remember to romanticize fall and do all of the things that are on my fall bucket list. list so that I don't let the season pass me by and then realize I didn't do any of that stuff. Definitely wanting to prioritize reading more cozy hobby time. I want to do a puzzle. I think I put that on there. Play more games on my Switch. Go on walks, get outside, drink a lot of pumpkin coffee, restart Gilmore Girls, and a few other fall shows that I have in mind. But yeah, nothing honestly crazy. I really do enjoy making these reset videos, so my goal is to post one probably for every month. Maybe at the beginning of October, we can go back and look at the September vision board and see if I manifested any of it into real life. Hopefully the answer will be yes. And if you're wondering what I'm gonna do with this vision board, it will go on my Notion so that I can look at it, and then I may set it as my wallpaper like on my iPad, or probably more likely on my MacBook. I'm not gonna set it as my desktop wallpaper because I have a bunch of stuff on my desktop and I think that that would just stress me out and look too cluttered. But yeah, I think that is gonna be it for me, you guys, on this fall rebrand. I did want to do a few more things in this video, like baking and having just more cozy hobby time, but I got a little bit behind due to some technical difficulties, and this video is going up later than I expected. But don't worry, I have already started filming a new fall vlog that is going to have a lot more of that fun fall stuff in it, as opposed to like cleaning my closet out. So you guys should be seeing that one very soon as well. And I just wanted to keep the vlogs in real time because I feel like that is way more fun to watch than seeing something from like 3 weeks ago. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably found me through TikTok, but make sure that you're on Instagram too, because I post stories on there daily and I post some stuff that's not on TikTok. And yeah, if you made it to this point in this video, let me know what more you want to see on this channel. Do you want more just like general day in the life, like vlog content, more resets, more fall content, book content, etc.? I think YouTube is so fun because there's just more time and space to do all of those things and go more in depth. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop yapping now. Like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.